This video is brought to you by Simply Safe. Oh my gosh, he has no idea.
Yeah, he is gonna absolutely freak out.
I can't wait. Hey Flipsters, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Lincoln, and we are happily married.
But not to each other.
We're old friends from college, and we're flipping houses in the Austin, Texas area.
And we're taking you along for the ride. Hey Flipsters, welcome back. As you know, we are all about the before and after home renovations on this channel. This episode is a little bit different.
You guys have been asking us for a while how to get started in real estate, and specifically how to buy your very first house.
Now, if you're new here, our videographer and editor, Joey, he is like the heart and soul of our channel. He's been with us from the beginning, and he has worked really hard over the past year to get out of debt. He was $30,000 in debt on the brink of bankruptcy, and he just this week got pre-approved for his first home.
He's been so excited to buy his first house. We asked him to film this video talking about his experience and how he went from the brink of bankruptcy all the way to being pre-approved for his first house, and he's super excited to start house shopping.
What we were able to get this property for and what we'll have to spend to update it just perfectly hits his budget, and that way he's getting a house that he can truly afford. He thinks this is our next project, but it's not. It's his house, and we're gonna surprise him with it at the end, so stay tuned.
Hey Flipsters, I'm Joey. I'm the video producer for the Austin Flipsters, and this is my story about how I went from being $30,000 in debt on the brink of bankruptcy to getting completely out of debt and getting pre-approved for my very first home mortgage. First off, I just want to say I'm not a financial advisor. This story should make that pretty clear. This is just how I got out of debt, fixed my credit, and put myself in position to buy my very first house. I managed to get myself in some financial trouble before I moved to Austin. 3 years ago, I made this video about my move to Austin. Check out the link below if you want to see more of this video. This video landed me my current job of being the video producer for the Austin Flipsters. How about bricks, but you keep it the same weird shape?
No, Joey.
God, no, Joey.
No.
I'm a design expert, clearly.
We can both agree that you're
Yes.
wrong, Joey.
Totally.
We are definitely not keeping
It's one or the other.
the shape and doing brick.
It's one or the other.
I should stick to what I do.
Stick to
Just
what you do.
stay
Stick
behind
to
the
edit.
camera, Joey.
Stick to the edit.
You better leave this in
You
the
better
edit
leave this
too,
in. You
so that
better
the
leave it
people
in.
know.
This was a dream job opportunity. I love YouTube and I very much enjoy working with Lincoln and Lauren.
How many Flipsters does it take to screw in a light bulb?
At least 34.
When I started this job, I was $30,000 in debt. I was struggling to make the minimum payments. I wanted to start fresh in Austin, and I wanted to put this debt behind me. So I saved up some money, and I hired a bankruptcy lawyer. I just didn't see any other way around it. I had some strange meetings with this bankruptcy lawyer. See, he didn't think I was in enough financial trouble. Well, I thought I was in plenty. He said to me,
"We need to raise your debt, all right? I think you should lease a car, maybe raise your cell phone bill, and if you could, join a gym."
basically, he wanted it to look like there was no possible way I could pay off the debt I owed. So I now have this dream job, and the Austin Flipsters YouTube channel is growing, and I'm learning so much from Lincoln and Lauren about the real estate market and financial responsibility. And at the same time, my lawyer wants me to get into even more debt. I just didn't have any interest in doing that. The game-changing moment was when we were filming the course on how to flip houses. I had a front row seat in the making of this course.
Then you gotta wait 3 years.
Right, exactly. Do I need to clarify that?
I think so, yeah.
Did that make sense to you guys? So what I'm saying is, if you get an FHA loan, live in a house for 3 years and sell it, you're not eligible to just go get another FHA loan, right? There has to be a waiting period of another 3 years.
Look, and you could do an FHA loan, sell it in 2 years, do a traditional mortgage, stay there 2 years, and still avoid the capital gains tax. As long as well, stay in the new mortgage for 3 years, avoid capital gains tax on both properties, and then do another FHA loan. You could do that.
No.
No.
You cannot own
Any house.
you can't be a homeowner for 3 years.
So you were clear about that.
Okay.
During the production of this course, I found myself inspired to get into the real estate market. I had to buy a house. I had to figure out a way to get out of debt, and I no longer wanted to file for bankruptcy. I highly recommend our course on how to flip houses. If it wasn't for this course, I wouldn't be out of debt and I wouldn't currently be looking for my first house. If you're interested in flipping houses or financial responsibility, check out the link below. So now I had to figure out a way to get out of debt. So I turned to YouTube to see what my options were. These videos I found the most helpful. I will link to them below. I learned that in certain situations you can settle your debt for less than you owe. In some cases you can settle your debts for 30% of what you owe. After doing a ton of research, I came up with a plan to save as much money as possible and do everything I can to settle my debts. First, I had to tell my lawyer I no longer wanted to file for bankruptcy. He said,
"What are you, crazy? All these creditors are gonna come after you."
and they surely did. My phone started to blow up with all kinds of random calls. I had 6 lines of credit in default, and now they all wanted to talk to me. Now, I didn't have the money to settle all these debts at the same time, and not all of them were open to settling for 30% of what I owed. So the plan was to focus on one at a time and do everything I could to save up for the other ones. The entire process took a year. Some creditors were harder to deal with than others. Some of them weren't so nice. I had some success calling at the end of the month when they're trying to make their monthly quotas. I made it clear that, look, I have a little bit of money. I can either give it to you and settle this debt, or I could give it to a bankruptcy lawyer. These creditors will try and ask you all kinds of questions.
So, where do you work? How much money do you make? Do you have a car? Do you own a house? What makes you think you can only pay part of what you owe? Do you think that's right?
I would do my best to avoid these questions and circle back to the only thing I wanted them to know. I could just tell you this, I have very little. I can either give it to you and settle this debt for an agreed upon amount, or I could give it to a lawyer and file for bankruptcy. And I'll tell you, I don't want to file for bankruptcy, but if I can't come to an agreement with you, I really am not going to have much of a choice. This was the honest truth. I don't think you should lie. I think saying nothing is probably better than lying. So now that I had a game plan on how I was going to deal with my creditors, I wanted to figure out the best ways to save money. One of the easiest ways to save money was to do more cooking at home. That's right, it's time for those famous Joey chicken cutlets. Let's take a look. Wow, look at that. I'm getting pumped to save money and eat some delicious chicken cutlets. I switched my dog to a chicken and rice diet. Hey News, alright, so here's the deal. Your prescription dog food is very expensive. It costs like $4 a can, alright? It's really, really expensive. Believe it or not, chicken and rice is healthier and cheaper, alright? So let's see if you like it. You want some chicken and rice? Alright, good news. She's eating the chicken and rice. This saves me about $50 a month, and hopefully I can avoid bankruptcy. I canceled Netflix and Amazon Prime. I did everything I could to save as much money as possible. After months of negotiations, I had settled 5 of my debts, and I was down to the last one. This was the hardest one to settle. The last one was for the highest amount and took over 6 months of negotiations. We finally came to an agreement of 35% of the total balance. I was now completely out of debt, and I somehow avoided filing for bankruptcy. The next problem was my credit score. All this did do a lot of damage to my credit score. I once again turned to YouTube to figure out how to fix my credit. These are the videos that helped me out the most. I will link to them below. What I learned is I could build up my credit with a secured credit card. A secured credit card works like this. You give a bank, say, $500, and they give you a credit card with a $500 limit. I signed up for 2 secured credit cards, and I make sure to use less than 10% of the balance and pay it off every month. After a few months of doing this, my credit came back in a big way. Now, when we were filming the course on how to flip houses, I learned about FHA loans. FHA loans allow first-time home buyers to put down only 3.5% as a down payment on a house. Also, FHA loans require a credit score of at least 580. However, individual mortgage loan providers may require a higher credit score. I wanted to get my credit score into the high 600s before I applied for an FHA loan. I recently accomplished getting my credit score into the high 600s, so I did apply for an FHA loan, and I'm excited to say that I have been pre-approved for my very first home mortgage. I'm now ready to begin the search to look for my very first house. Now, the Austin real estate market is crazy right now. Houses are going for thousands of dollars over the asking price. I know it's going to be a challenge to find a house in this area. However, I've come this far and I'm driven to complete this mission.
Hey guys, wanted to jump in real quick and tell you about the sponsor of this video, Simply Safe. Simply Safe is an incredibly reliable home security system that is so easy to use. If you're worried about your home security and you've been putting it off, don't wait any longer. Simply Safe makes it really easy to secure your home. You order the product online, it ships directly to your door, and you can set it up in your house in less than an hour. So if you're worried about home security and you want to protect yourself from a break-in, they make it easy to give you that peace of mind and security you're looking for. Once the system is installed, you get round-the-clock protection for just 50 cents a day with no contracts. One of the things I love is all the extra sensors that it comes with. So for example, in the recent Snowmageddon here in Texas, these came in super handy at our projects. So this freeze sensor will actually alert you if your house is at risk of freezing. This is super helpful if you're looking out to protect pipes and other plumbing fixtures. And the water sensors are awesome. We install these under our sinks, and if it detects any water, it will alert us, which is super helpful, especially with our rental properties. One of the best things about a security system is letting other people know you have it. So what I love is they send you a yard sign and a sticker for your door, so that if anybody comes to your property looking to make mischief, they know that you're protected. One option they have that I personally love is this Simply Cam video doorbell. This will alert you if there's motion at your door, or if you're like me and you get a lot of packages delivered, it'll let you know that it's there and you can go by and secure the package. If you want to keep your home secure, visit simplysafe.com/flipsters to get started now.
Hey!
I'm with Lauren. We are leaving the office right now and we're heading down to. So, you got all the gear? You ready for first tour?
Yeah, I can meet you guys there. When are you gonna be there?
Like half an hour?
All right, cool. I'll meet you guys there.
Okay, all right. And don't seem so excited, Joey. You know, it's an initial tour, man. We need good vibes.
All right, no, first tour. Let's do it up.
Okay, all right. I'll see you in half an hour.
All right.
Okay, bye. What a sucker. He has no idea. Joke's on you, Joey. You're getting a house. If y'all like the editing style, leave a comment below. Leave some love for Joey. He feeds off of your positive comments. Nobody comments about the edits, but they are what make the videos absolutely fire.
Fire. And go follow Joey in the News on Instagram. He is going to be blogging this whole process. So if you can't get enough Joey, and he's available.
Joey's single.
And a homeowner. That's me.
He doesn't know it yet.
In Austin. Getting a great house at a great price. Got that built-in equity. Telling you.
At Joey in the News, hit him up. All right, here we are.
Okay, we gotta play it cool. Can you be cool?
I can be cool. You play it cool.
Right away when I saw this house, I thought it would be perfect for Joey. It's only 1,000 square feet and it's 2 stories tall, so the actual living space downstairs is not huge, but he's a single guy, he's been in apartments. Like, this is a major upgrade in space for him, and he's just the right buyer for this property.
I'm really excited to help Joey with this because the buying market in Austin is so competitive, and a big part of what you guys don't see behind the scenes is just our search for all these houses. And so when we uncovered this gem, I was just like, this checks all the boxes in terms of the price, the size, the location, the condition, everything. I was like, this is exactly what Joey's been looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, so we filmed the initial tour for the full before and after episode, which we'll be releasing on our channel in a couple months. Subscribe so you don't miss that. But I wanted you guys to see Joey in action behind the scenes. He's so good at his job, and we wanted to make sure that he actually liked this house. So we kept asking him about the house to see if he actually liked it before he knew it was for him.
Look at all the gear. Look at all of Joey's gear. I got a gimbal. And you got a backpack. What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
Okay guys, we're about to film the first tour. Joey is in there setting up the camera.
We don't really have to talk about what we're going to do yet. We can hint on ideas, but it's more about just making fun of the house itself, and not making fun of it, but just talking about different details about the house.
You talking about this house,
Heard
Joey?
it here. Joey is the one making fun of those houses.
Do you not like this house?
I love this house. This is kind of a cool house, for sure.
So we're being kind of sneaky, and our main goal is just to kind of test the waters to see if Joey really liked this house before knowing it was for him, because we were a little bit nervous and we didn't want him to feel pressured to buy the house if he didn't actually like it.
There's real value to these because they look like they're in good shape, yeah?
Yeah. What are you gonna sell them on Craigslist or something?
I'm thinking, Joey, you're the guy. You sell on Facebook and Craigslist, right?
You want me to sell the stove?
Yeah, you could sell that. Sell that. How much you think you can get for this stove?
I don't know. What is stoves? I have no idea. Reference point.
I'm asking you, Joey. This is quality
I'd
stuff.
say new, it's $400, right? So I think you can get 150.
I could get $15 at least.
15?
$15, Joey? You're the worst
Never mind.
Facebook Marketplace seller ever. So they didn't opt for the shower head extender in this shower. Instead, they went for the microphone height.
Joey, hop in there. Let's see. I mean,
Joey,
know,
so let's do a little demonstration here.
This is,
This is
for some people, it's perfect
This would
though.
be perfect for you.
perfect fit.
Like no water pressure issues. It'd be kind of like ideal.
Right.
It's a you problem. This is a you problem.
You could just.
All right, guys. Good first tour. I think we got it.
I think, did we get everything? I think
Yeah.
we got everything.
Let's just do a wrap-up shot down here.
Okay, so we're about to wrap up the first tour, and Joey's inside filming B-roll, and I'm a little bit nervous about him saying yes because he just got pre-approved, but he has like 4 or 5 months left on his lease. It's gonna take a couple months to renovate this. I'm real nervous that he's gonna say no, but we're about to tell him. Okay.
Well, I think it's a quick project. That makes sense to me, right?
Yeah, honestly, I think Joey is gonna love this house. I think it's the perfect house for him.
What?
Yeah. Well, you said you like this house, Joey.
I
Do you like it?
Joey?
I do like it.
Would you want to move in?
Are you guys freaking kidding?
So Lincoln and I were talking, and the exit for this house is right about your budget.
Right.
You just got pre-approved this week. The timing could not be better.
Dude, you gotta be kidding me.
Like, great
Joey,
house, great neighborhood.
We went shopping for this house for you. It's in South Austin. It's at your price point.
Close to the office.
You just got pre-approved.
Will you let us renovate it?
Totally. Absolutely.
We're gonna renovate this house and it's yours, Joey, if you want it.
I totally want it. Absolutely.
Wait.
Guys, you're kidding. This is ridiculous.
This is a big choice, are you sure?
Like, I love the location. I've been looking in this area. Everything is ridiculously overpriced. It's very much a crazy situation trying to buy a house in the area.
Right.
I absolutely want this house. I love this. It's perfect.
Joey likes the house!
Yeah, he's gonna get it. Stay tuned.
You guys have got to subscribe. We're gonna do the full before and after reno of this house. And hey, if you guys liked Joey's explanation of getting out of debt, leave him some love. Follow at Joey in the News on Instagram. Joey, what do you have to say? It's your big day.
I'm gonna buy my first house. I couldn't be more excited.
Subscribe for more. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.
Well, I'll tell you, if this was my house, right, I would turn the garage into a studio, right? I'd have a green screen wall, I'd soundproof it, right? I'd have a whole set. I don't know, spin-off channel. I might, make some YouTube videos. You never know.
Joey.
I have a channel.
You have
Joey in the News?
Yeah.
You have a full-time job, Joey.
Yeah, after our videos, Joey.
But I get weekends, don't I?
No, Joey.
That's part of the deal.
You don't get any breaks.
I just
24/7.
just want a day. Maybe a day.
24/7.
Go away, Joey.
Okay. All right, for real.